Tippy time my damies, Top Cat here and welcome back to the channel. I wanted to go back to my Strand Hunter to start abusing those artifact toys. I discovered this kit completely by accident, having overlooked the patch notes back in mid-January. I legit thought I discovered some type of glitch, but no, Bungo intended this. We start with the Shadow Clone Jutsu, aka the Threaded Spectre. When activating our class ability, it leaves behind a decoy woven puppet that will draw the attention of nearby combatants. This works in a similar way to the taunt mechanic that our barricades now have. The moment it's done, you may as well be a butterface at a table of drunk models because you're pretty much invisible at this point. This got another buff in January, so our clones will now take a good belt buckle beating before they get busted. Once that pinata is busted though, they'll detonate, causing damage and send out 2 threadlings. Now though, we can also pair this with our other class ability aspect, the Ensnaring Slam. We long press dodge mid-air to dive down to the ground, suspending up enemies in those green gimp ropes. Now as we can suspend whole waves of enemies with this attack, we don't always have the time to kill them all. But with our little clone buddy keeping them busy, it's more than enough time to pick up any stragglers. Word of warning though guys, even though this does suspend both overloads and anti-barriers, it will do so for a diminishing time, as suspension was primarily designed to mess up unstops. We equip that defibrillating blast, so when they're strung up, we get maximum stacks of bolt charge, triggering an arc bolt that also jolts. And whilst we've got that battery and jumper cables hooked up to their delicates, it'll also heal us. At base this hits for 15k, but with that flashover mod and the artifact, this is boosted to 55,000. Now feel free to throw out that severing melee first when approaching those scarier foes. Trust me, it will come in handy, as we can now get back our melee charge with Gambler's Dodge with this combo. Thank you Bungie, I love this change. Power creep at its finest. The initial reason I thought of equipping these 2 fragments together in the first place was I wanted to use Thread of Mind, as when we defeat suspended targets, we are granted class ability energy. More class, more threadlings. Now the amount of energy we get back is based off the tier of enemy. This starts at 10% for things like thralls, etc. and ramps up to 30% for enemies like our unstops. I'm utilizing those exotic booties, the Balance of Power. Its perk is Double Down. Your Threaded Spectre has a 34% increased duration and increased durability to distract for longer, thanks to a bonus 50% damage resist. When damaged, it'll release 2 additional perched threadlings, so that's now 4 minions in total. And being within 15 meters of your own Spectre grants the hidden buff, which removes you from the enemy radar. All these toys allow this hunter to rock around the front lines with a great degree of anonymity. With evolution, all of our minions hit 33% harder and are going to travel 30% faster and further. There are a few weapons that really boost this kit up. We got the Call, that Strand Special Sidearm, and the Pro Memoria Strand Aggressive LMG, both of which I've re-rolled with that Strategist trait. Kills will feed us a base 11% class ability energy. I believe this does scale on the enemy strength, but I don't currently have any numbers to prove it. Additionally though, after using our class ability, we also get a boost to our weapon stability. I have a harmonic siphon to make orbs on our Strand kills. We pick up an orb or a tangle, and unraveling orbs will give our Strand weapons unraveling rounds. Then with Horde Shuttle, once targets take further damage, they'll purge out threadlings. Additionally, we've got Thread of Rebirth, so our Strand weapon final blows also have a chance to create threadlings. It's a delicate balance to keep our Gimp and Copy combo going. I run an Absolution mod to reduce all our abilities by 5% each time we pick up an Orb of Power, and an Orbs of Restoration to give us a 10% boost to our lowest charged ability, which more often than not is our class ability. Bolstering gives us 10% class energy off nade hits, and Focusing Strike gives us 10% class energy on melee hits. These can double dip, as our grenade will be our grapple melee, with one heavy-handed and a recuperation mod allowing us to heal ourselves from those melee kills. Now as the split goes out, we don't have more Strand toys in the artifact, so I'll be utilizing the Void Tree. I'm using the Excalibur, but any Void weapon will work, but my favourite assortment of weapons this season definitely is a Special Sidearm, Glaive, LMG, as I've got all my champs covered. Additionally, with perks like Hold the Line and No Bow, we are able to heal as we kill, and it's plenty easy even at GM level as we've got all those glaive damage bonuses. Glaives are kind of the most effective special weapons to use this season, making it easy to operate a double special kit. I do run both heavy and special ammo finders on my helmet. I run a proximity ward mod to give us a 200 HP overshield when we finish off enemies. We are suspending everything, so best believe you're close enough to catch that morning breath. We have finality, so when we finish we'll create 2 further threadlings. And lastly, a special ammo finisher mod to give special ammo back to both us and our allies. Now feel free to pause here for all my mods, fragments and artifacts, but there will be a dim link in the description down below. Now this kit was a welcome surprise, particularly as I never really thought the Strand kit was particularly weak. Bungie just decided, hey, let's get it creeping. It's amazing to think with just one dodge, we suspend, jolt, heal, and are essentially invisible whilst our little threadling shadow clone jutsu destroys. It's a lot of toys for a quick class cooldown, but I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to thumb it if you dug it, sub if you're new, and as always, tippy time my damies, what a tie.